Brooke Logan has always been a symbol of strength and resilience in the world of the bold and the beautiful. Throughout the years, she has weathered countless storms, personal and professional, and come out on top. Whether it's navigating the complicated dynamics of the Forrester family or managing the ups and downs of her own love life, Brooke has proven time and again that she is a force to be reckoned with. However, a dark secret from her past, buried long ago, now threatens to undo everything she has worked so hard to build. This secret could tear apart not only her relationship with Ridge Forrester, but the very reputation she has carefully crafted over the years. What was once a fleeting moment in her past could now destroy everything she holds dear. Years ago, Brooke was involved in a scandalous affair with one of the most notorious business rivals of the Forrester family. This affair, which was kept a closely guarded secret, now threatens to resurface with devastating consequences. At the time, Brooke was dealing with personal turmoil, feeling lost and vulnerable. She made a mistake that she deeply regretted, one that she hoped would never come to light. Now, however, the past is beginning to catch up with her. As the truth slowly starts to leak out, Brooke is forced to confront the darkest part of her history, a history she thought was long buried. The revelation of this affair, with all its implications, could destroy her marriage to Ridge, a man she has built her life with. Ridge, who has always been by her side, is now faced with an overwhelming sense of betrayal. His trust in Brooke, already fragile after years of ups and downs, is put to the ultimate test. Ridge Forrester has always been a man who values loyalty and integrity above all else. His relationship with Brooke has been one of passion, love, and, at times, deep frustration. While they have experienced moments of pure bliss, their relationship has also been marred by betrayal, misunderstandings, and countless heartaches. Ridge's past with Brooke has never been without its complications, but they've always found their way back to each other. However, the resurfacing of Brooke's secret affair threatens to shatter that delicate balance. Ridge, who has always tried to trust Brooke despite the many challenges they have faced, now finds himself questioning everything he thought he knew about her. The affair with her rival, the one secret that could destroy her, now holds the power to undo everything. As Brooke's past comes to light, Ridge's trust in her is tested like never before. The pain of realizing that the woman he has loved and stood by for so many years may have betrayed him in such a profound way is almost too much for him to bear. The seeds of doubt are sown, and as the story unfolds, the tension between Ridge and Brooke becomes unbearable. Their marriage, once a symbol of strength, is now in danger of collapsing under the weight of this devastating truth. The revelation of Brooke's secret is not just about the affair itself. It's about the lies and the betrayal that have been woven into the fabric of their relationship. Ridge begins to wonder if everything he believed about Brooke was a lie. He questions whether her love for him was ever truly genuine, or if it was merely a facade built on years of deceit. As the truth comes out, Ridge's suspicions grow, and his doubts about Brooke's loyalty take root. He starts to see her through a different lens, one colored by the painful truth of her past actions. This causes a rift between them that seems impossible to mend. Ridge, once so sure of his love for Brooke, now struggles with the weight of betrayal, and Brooke is forced to defend herself against accusations that she can't easily brush aside. The emotional toll on both of them is immense, as they try to navigate the complexities of trust, love, and forgiveness. As Brooke faces the fallout from her past, she finds herself torn between two opposing forces. Her deep love for Ridge and the reality of the truth that is now out in the open. Brooke has always been a woman who has fought for love, for family, and for the life she's built. But this time, the fight is much more personal. She is forced to confront the consequences of her past mistakes, and the emotional burden of that realization is crushing. Brooke never wanted to hurt Ridge. She never wanted to jeopardize their future together. But now, with the truth hanging over them, She must come to terms with the fact that she may lose everything she holds dear. In a desperate attempt to salvage her marriage and her reputation, Brooke must figure out how to prove to Ridge that she is still the woman he fell in love with, the woman he trusted with his heart. But as the emotional wounds begin to fester, Brooke's attempts to mend the damage seem futile. The more she tries to explain herself, the further Ridge pulls away. For Brooke, the hardest part is not just dealing with Ridge's anger and betrayal, it's dealing with the realization that she may never be able to fully erase the stain of her past. No matter how much she wants to move forward, no matter how much she wants to be with Ridge, she can't escape the shadow of the affair that haunts her. The secret she thought she had buried so long ago is now the very thing that could destroy everything she's worked for. Brooke knows that she cannot change the past, but she desperately wishes she could. The pain of seeing Ridge's love for her falter, of watching him slowly lose faith in her, is almost too much to bear. As the drama unfolds, Ridge is left grappling with his feelings for Brooke. His anger and hurt are palpable, but so is the love that has always existed between them. Ridge must confront the question of whether he can forgive Brooke for this betrayal or if the damage is too deep to repair. His journey is one of self-discovery as he wrestles with the notion of forgiveness, trust, and what it means to truly love someone. Ridge's struggle is not just with Brooke, it is with his own heart. The pain of betrayal is a powerful force, and Ridge must decide whether he can overcome that pain and find a way back to the woman he loves. The pressure of the situation takes a toll on both of them. Brooke is on the verge of losing everything, while Ridge is faced with the difficult task of deciding whether he can ever truly trust Brooke again. In the midst of the chaos, the Forrester family is also impacted by the revelation of Brooke's past. The Forrester legacy, built on decades of business and personal history, is now at risk as the truth about Brooke's affair threatens to unravel the fabric of the family. The scandal has far-reaching consequences, not only for Brooke and Ridge but for the entire Forrester dynasty. As the fallout from the affair spreads, Brooke's world begins to crumble, and she must find a way to rebuild her life from the ground up. In the end, the future of Brooke and Ridge's marriage hangs in the balance. Can Brooke and Ridge overcome the darkness of the past and rebuild their trust, or will the truth about Brooke's affair be the final blow that ends their relationship for good? As the drama intensifies, the stakes could not be higher. Brooke's struggle to keep her family intact is at the heart of the storyline, and the outcome will determine not just her future, but the future of those closest to her. The question remains: can Brooke survive the fallout from her past, or will the truth prove too devastating to overcome? In the world of the bold and the beautiful, emotions run high, and the intricate relationships between the characters are constantly tested. Taylor Hayes has always been a pivotal figure in the saga of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan, and her determination to hold on to Ridge is as fierce as ever. The tension surrounding her efforts to secure her place as Ridge's bride is reaching a boiling point. With the arrival of some unexpected twists and a heartbreaking medical diagnosis, Taylor is faced with her most challenging moments yet. But, as with all great love stories, the question remains: how far will she go to prevent Ridge from reuniting with Brooke and protect the life she has envisioned with him? In this storyline, Taylor will need to summon every ounce of her strength and cunning to try and secure the man she loves, even if it means manipulating circumstances to keep him close. The catalyst for much of the drama in the latest episodes revolves around Ridge's ongoing struggles with his heart, his past, and his future. Having been caught between his undeniable chemistry with Brooke and his commitment to Taylor, Ridge has been walking a fine line. It's clear that his connection with Brooke is far from severed, and despite his engagement to Taylor, it seems like he is inevitably drawn back to his ex-wife. The powerful force that is Brooke Logan has always held a special place in Ridge's heart, but Taylor isn't ready to give up without a fight. Ridge's heart is torn between these two strong, compelling women, and the outcome remains uncertain. The drama intensifies when Ridge makes a bold decision that sends shockwaves through the bold and beautiful universe. During a tense moment in Naples, a life-or-death situation occurs that shifts the entire dynamic between Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor. In an unforeseen act of heroism, Ridge rushes to save Brooke's life, putting aside his romantic struggles for the time being. In this critical moment, Ridge is forced to confront his own emotions and, perhaps, his true feelings for the two women who have defined much of his life. Brooke, shaken to her core by the near-death experience, tells Ridge that she's done with his indecisiveness and that she's ready to move on with Nick Marone, ending their complex and tumultuous connection once and for all. Despite Brooke's assertion that she's done with Ridge, the web of emotions and unresolved desires between them continues to unravel. Ridge's act of saving Brooke reawakens a dormant connection between them, and it's clear that Brooke has not entirely let go of her love for Ridge. This event sets the stage for an explosive reunion between the two, something that viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful have been anticipating for years. Ridge and Brooke have shared countless moments of passion and pain, and their bond is undeniable. It's clear that the heart of this storyline is the ultimate question. Can Ridge ever truly move on from Brooke and build a future with Taylor? On the other hand, Taylor is not the type of woman to back down easily. While she is deeply hurt by Ridge's growing closeness to Brooke, she refuses to let him slip away from her grasp without a fight. Taylor has already taken the bold step of proposing to Ridge, and she's started planning their wedding. For Taylor, this engagement is not just a commitment, it's the chance to finally secure the life she's always dreamed of with the man she loves. Ridge's wavering heart and constant pull toward Brooke have only fueled Taylor's determination to hold on to him. But Taylor's emotional struggle is only just beginning. When she returns to Los Angeles, she faces an unexpected setback. A health scare that nearly brings her to the brink of collapse. It's revealed that Taylor is suffering from a condition known as broken heart syndrome, a medical phenomenon that affects those who experience extreme emotional stress, particularly from heartache or grief. Taylor is devastated by the sight of Ridge spending more and more time with Brooke, and it takes a toll on her body, manifesting as severe chest pains and difficulty breathing. Taylor is forced to confront the possibility that the love she has for Ridge may ultimately be the thing that breaks her. It's a moment of vulnerability that exposes just how fragile she is, despite her outward confidence. As the story progresses, Taylor's health takes a dramatic turn. She is initially told that her condition is manageable, but the emotional weight of Ridge's relationship with Brooke causes Taylor's symptoms to worsen. It seems as though her heart is literally breaking from the strain of watching Ridge move further away from her. For Taylor, it's a devastating realization that her dream of marrying Ridge might never come true if she doesn't do something drastic. In a desperate attempt to hold on to him, Taylor resorts to a shocking move. She feigns a worsening of her condition, hoping that Ridge will feel obligated to stay by her side and not leave her for Brooke. This deception only adds to the already complex and volatile dynamic between Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke. As Ridge grows increasingly concerned for Taylor's health, he finds himself in a moral dilemma. On the one hand, he is deeply committed to Taylor and wants to stand by her during this difficult time. On the other hand, his heart continues to pull him toward Brooke. The love triangle that has defined so much of The Bold and the Beautiful's history seems to be nearing another pivotal moment. Will Ridge see through Taylor's manipulation and confront her about her lies? Or will he be moved by her apparent fragility and put his own feelings for Brooke on hold for the sake of his fiancée? In the midst of this drama, the show has begun to hint at the inevitable reunion between Ridge and Brooke. The chemistry between them remains undeniable, and it's clear that, no matter how hard Taylor fights to keep Ridge, he will always be drawn back to Brooke. Even the show's producers, including Bradley Bell, have suggested that Ridge and Brooke are the ultimate goal of the series, implying that their love story is far from over. With this in mind, it seems like the final chapter of Taylor and Ridge's relationship is fast approaching. However, Taylor's resolve is unwavering, and she will stop at nothing to ensure that Ridge doesn't walk away from her. Whether it's faking a medical condition or manipulating the situation to her advantage, Taylor is determined to hold on to Ridge, even if it means bending the truth. But as the drama continues to unfold, it remains to be seen whether Ridge will choose Taylor in the end or return to Brooke, where his heart truly belongs. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Love, betrayal, and manipulation are the threads that bind these characters together, and Taylor's battle for Ridge is just the latest chapter in this never-ending saga. The drama is far from over, and viewers can expect more twists and turns as the story of Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke continues to evolve. Will Taylor's manipulation work, or will Ridge and Brooke's love ultimately triumph? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The stakes have never been higher, and the future of these iconic characters is hanging in the balance. Katie Logan has always been a character torn between love and loyalty, and her deep affection for Bill Spencer has never been in question. However, the dynamics between them are far from simple. Their history is riddled with passion, betrayal, and heartbreak, making their relationship one of the most complicated and emotionally charged in the bold and the beautiful. As Katie finds herself facing a new revelation about Bill's involvement in a major financial scandal, the stage is set for a roller coaster of emotions, decisions, and dramatic confrontations that will change their lives forever. Bill's past actions and the devastating truth about his involvement in a financial conspiracy threaten to destroy everything they've built, forcing Katie to confront her feelings for him once again. Katie's internal struggle begins when she uncovers a shocking truth about Bill. Known for his cutthroat business practices and his unapologetic approach to achieving success, Bill Spencer has always been a polarizing figure. But what Katie learns pushes her to the brink of disbelief. The man she still loves, despite their tumultuous past, is embroiled in a financial scandal of unimaginable proportions. This revelation stirs up a whirlwind of emotions in Katie. Betrayal, confusion, and, above all, heartbreak. She can't ignore the fact that Bill's actions have had a profound impact on not just their family, but the entire Spencer empire. The scandal involves shady business deals, questionable financial transactions, and a web of lies that threatens to unravel Bill's entire empire. Katie, a woman who has already been burned by Bill's past mistakes, finds herself at a crossroads. Should she forgive him once again, or is this the final straw that pushes her away from him for good? Katie's love for Bill has always been undeniable, and even though they've had their share of ups and downs, there's always been a deep connection between them. But this new revelation forces her to reevaluate their entire relationship. She's no longer the naive woman who blindly trusted Bill. She's learned from her past mistakes. The emotional roller coaster she's been on with him. His affairs, his manipulations, his relentless pursuit of power has left scars that are hard to ignore. And yet, when Bill comes to her, desperate for a second chance, Katie is faced with an agonizing choice. Can she put the past behind her and allow Bill to redeem himself, or will the weight of his betrayal be too much to overcome? Bill, for his part, is acutely aware of how much he's hurt Katie over the years. He's made countless mistakes, from his infidelities to his manipulative behavior, and he's spent years trying to prove that he's worthy of her love. But this latest scandal could be the breaking point. Bill knows that his actions have not only damaged his reputation, but also the trust Katie once had in him. As the weight of the scandal begins to take its toll, Bill finds himself questioning everything he's worked for. Can he rebuild the empire he's spent so much time building? Can he repair the relationship with Katie, or has he finally gone too far? Bill's desperation to prove himself is palpable. He wants nothing more than to win Katie back, to show her that he's changed, that he's learned from his past mistakes. But the question remains, can he convince her that he's truly worthy of her trust and her love? As Katie struggles with her emotions, she faces the harsh reality of Bill's past actions. She's seen him at his best and at his worst, and she's been on the receiving end of his charm, his anger, and his betrayal. She's been hurt by him in ways that are difficult to forget, and the thought of opening her heart to him again is daunting. But Katie is also a woman who believes in redemption, who understands that people can change, even if it's not always easy to see. She knows that Bill is capable of great things, but she also knows that he's capable of making mistakes that have lasting consequences. Her decision won't be easy, and it won't be made in haste. Katie's internal struggle is one of the most poignant aspects of the storyline, as she must weigh her love for Bill against the harsh realities of the man he's become. Can she forgive him for his past, or is this the final straw that forces her to walk away for good? As the scandal intensifies, Bill is forced to confront the full extent of his actions. His business empire is at risk, and his reputation is on the line. But above all, he must prove to Katie that he's worthy of her love and trust. Bill knows that actions speak louder than words, and this time, he's willing to go to any lengths to prove that he's changed. Whether it's taking responsibility for his mistakes, making amends with those he's wronged, or showing Katie that he's committed to being the man she deserves, Bill is determined to do whatever it takes to win her back. His desperation is evident, but it's also clear that he's willing to fight for Katie, even if it means sacrificing everything he's worked for. Katie, however, remains torn. She knows